Hello and welcome to the NCS Division 6 2024 playoffs. Mendocino versus California. Crosspoint is playing today, and a big thanks to Fort Bragg High School for lending their gym to Mendocino for the basketball season.
Starting for Mendocino, we have number 11, Theo Hahn, number 5, Abel Garvin, number 4, Dylan Zarambi, number 23, Jack Wilson, and number 3, Kaiden Miller. For Crosspoint Christian, we have number 3, Mark, number 1, Caleb, number 10, Sawyer, number 30, Joshua, and number 2, Mika. Looks like Mendocino won that tip-off. Dylan is going to pass it over to Theo, who's going to drive over to Jack, back out to Dylan. They're just passing around here. Gets to that hoop, and Theo makes that shot. Good shot there. Looks like we have Joshua bringing the ball up for Crosspoint. Swinging around the key. Into the middle, out blocked by Dylan, but looks like Crosspoint gets that ball back. He fakes that, and looks like Caleb's going to shoot it, and just almost makes it there.
Kaiden taking the ball down from Mendo, passes it out to the corner. Jack gets it at the block and goes up with the shot, and it's no good. Caleb takes it up for Crosspoint, passes it out. They take it down to the corner and go up with a shot, but it's no good. Rebounded by Mendo, but gone out of bounds off Jack's foot. It's going to be Crosspoint's ball. Crosspoint taking it in, goes out to the corner, goes back in, goes up with the shot, and it's good.
Theo is dribbling down the court and makes a pass into the middle to Jack, who looks back, passes it out to the corner to Dylan. Dylan passes it back to Jack, who goes up for the shot and misses it. Caleb makes the rebound and dribbles it back down the court. Guarded by Mendo, he looks for a pass. Sawyer shoots the ball, and he makes it. Kaiden will be taking out the ball, and Dylan dribbles up the court. Dylan is heavily guarded, and it looks like Crosspoint almost got that steal, but Mendo grabs back the ball. Jack goes up for a shot. Abel goes up, and it looks like he was fouled, and he will be taking 2 shots.
Looks like the foul was on Mark, 3, Crosspoint.
Looks like the foul was actually on Caleb.
Abel is setting up for his first shot. Goes up for it, and he makes it. Second shot. And he misses. Jack gets the rebound and is blocked by Sawyer on Crosspoint. Mendo has the ball, passes it into Theo, who goes up for the shot and makes it. Sawyer is now inbounding the ball and passes it to Joshua, who dribbles down the court. Mendocino is setting up in a zone, and Crosspoint with the ball, looking for a pass, swinging it around the court, and Joshua goes up for a shot and makes it. Mendocino dribbles down the court. Theo goes up for the shot, can't make it, passes it around the key.
Looks like Jack goes up there, but is blocked, and looks like Caleb got that rebound. He's going to pass over to Joshua. Joshua's going to shoot that, but it's no good. Rebounded by Crosspoint again. They're going to shoot to the corner, and looks like he tried to pass it there, but blocked by Jack. It's going to be Crosspoint's ball under their own hoop. We have Sawyer taking the ball out, passing over, and looks like this 3 attempt, but it's no good. Crosspoint gets their own rebound, tries to pass it over to Sawyer there, but couldn't quite get it.
Nice try on that smooth pass, but it just didn't make it to their player.
Yeah. We have Abel taking the ball out from Mendocino. Crosspoint now pressing. Mendocino trying to get out of that press. Theo over to Kaiden, far ball, but Looks like that is going to stay Mendocino's ball. It was tipped by Crosspoint. We have Dylan inbounding the ball from Mendocino. He's going to pass it all the way over to Kaiden on the other side. Over to Jack. Jack's going to drive and go up for the shot, but it's no good. Dylan gets that rebound. Out to Abel is going to shoot. No good, and Caleb gets that. Looks like he is looking for a pass there. Passes, Crosspoint's passing around. Theo gets that steal for Mendocino. Theo over to Abel, and he's going to shoot the three, and it's no good. It looks like Sawyer got that rebound.
Sawyer taking the ball up. He goes up for the layup, and it's rebounded by Abel. Abel goes down, looks like he's passing over to Dylan. Dylan goes up with the underhand layup, and it's no good. So close. Looks like it's going to be Crosspoint's ball.
It looks like
Timeout.
our first timeout's called, and I would say that this game is a pretty fair matchup. It looks like Crosspoint has a really tight defense, and Mendocino is being pressed, and they're having to make a lot of quick decisions.
I think Mendocino is doing good on rebounding, though.
Yes.
What do you think, Naya?
I think both teams are playing really well. I think they're good matchups, and Crosspoint is definitely really good on defense. If Mendo could make more of their shots, I think that would help improve their game. Crosspoint as well.
Yeah. Mendo is getting a little unlucky with some of their shots. Okay, looks like the game's back in play, and we have Joshua taking the ball up for Crosspoint. Joshua crosses and goes over to Caleb. Caleb tries to pass back, but Dylan steals it. He's going up for the layup, and it's good. Great steal there by Dylan. Joshua's taking the ball up. Passes to Crosspoint. Passes back out. And looks like it's a jump ball between Jack and Sawyer. Sawyer taking the ball in. He passes out to Crosspoint, and they try to pass it, but it goes off Dylan's leg. And they're going to redo it.
Sawyer is inbounding the ball and passes it out to Joshua, passes it back to Sawyer, goes up for that shot, and it's great. Looks like a three-pointer. Abel is inbounding, passes it to Theo. Great press by Crosspoint here. Tipped by Crosspoint and stolen by Crosspoint. Looks for a pass, and Sawyer attempts to drive in, and it looks like a foul is called in the key.
Looks like that call was on Jack from Mendocino.
Sawyer is going to be inbounding the ball once again. Both teams set up, and Sawyer passes it over to Caleb. It's tipped by Dylan. Dylan passes. Both teams are slipping, and Crosspoint goes up for the shot, and it is no good. Dylan gets the ball, passes it over to Kaiden. Great guarding by Caleb here, who tips it out, and it will be Mendocino's ball.
Looks like we're going to have Dylan taking the ball in from Mendocino. He's going to pass it over to Kaiden, and they're going to go into the middle. Back out, and looks like Dylan's going to shoot that, and it's no good. Looks like that's going to be White's ball, tipped out by Mark. We have Abel goes up for that shot, but it's no good. Dylan gets that rebound back from Mendocino. They reset at the top of the key, into the middle to Jack. Back to Kaiden, who is being heavily guarded, and looks like Crosspoint got that steal. Joshua looks like he's going to go all the way with it, and he doesn't quite make that. Crosspoint gets the rebound again. They're going to go up with it. Doesn't make it. And it looks like there's been another 3 in the key call on Theo from Mendocino. We have Sawyer inbounding the ball for Crosspoint. And it looks like we have Theo being subbed out for Clayton. And Kaiden, sorry, a little bit of confusion there. We have Jack being subbed out for Theo and Kaiden subbed out for Bo. We have Sawyer taking the ball out. He's going to pass over to Joshua back in the corner. He's going to go up for another 3. Almost in, but not quite there. Abel's going to get that ball, pass over to Clayton, who tipped by Crosspoint, and Theo's going to let that out, so it's going to be Mendocino's ball.
Theo taking the ball in for Mendo, gives it to Bo. Bo's taking it up. He looks to the middle, but he throws it to Clayton on the side. And it looks like it's a backcourt call. Sawyer taking the ball in for Crosspoint. Passes to Joshua. Back to Crosspoint in the middle, and it swung out, but it's just out of their reach, and it's going to be Crosspoint's ball. Sawyer taking it in for Crosspoint. Gives it to Joshua. Joshua swings it. Shot from the corner, and it's good. That looks like it was a 3.
Great 3s being shot by Crosspoint.
Theo taking it up. Theo passes it to Dylan. Dylan goes for the 3, and it's good. Nice return there by Mendo.
Crosspoint now has the ball. They're dribbling down the court. Mendo sets up in a zone. Screen from Crosspoint over to Crosspoint. Makes a shot, and it's no good. Let's see. Nathan
was called for a hold there on Theo.
Yeah, he grabs around Theo, and a foul is called. Abel is now taking out the ball. Long pass over to Theo, but it is tipped by Sawyer. It's Mendocino's ball once again, as Nathan guards Abel. Abel passes it over to Theo. Crosspoint's also in a zone defense here. Bo passes back to Theo. Theo into the key to Abel, to Dylan in the corner, who passes it up to the top of the key. Theo drives in, goes in for that layup, and Abel gets the rebound. Nice clean rebound there by Abel. Crosspoint now dribbles down the court, guarded by Bo. Crosspoint looks for a pass over to Mika, to Sawyer in the middle, who drives, looks for a pass, but makes his basket. Great job. Bo passes over to Abel. Crosspoint's in a really tight press right now, but Mendocino seems to have broken it. Clayton goes up for the shot, and he makes it.
Great play there by Mendocino.
Right now, Crosspoint is in the lead with 16 points. Mendo is closely behind at 14 points, and we have 37 seconds on the clock. Seems like we might have enough time for one more play here. Crosspoint swings it around the court, drives into the middle, goes up for the shot, almost makes it. Abel with the rebound, dribbles down the court, into the middle, goes up for the shot, misses it, and it is Crosspoint's rebound. Mendocino still heavily guarding. Crosspoint makes it down.
10 seconds left on the clock.
And looks like they're still going to go in for the shot. And it's a little bit short. And that's the end of the first quarter.
The score is 16-14 at the end of the first quarter. Crosspoint Christian is in the lead.
You're tuned into KAKX 89.3 FM, Mendocino, California student-powered radio. If you like what you see or hear, consider dropping us a donation. You can do this by heading over to kakx.fm/donate.
So how do you guys think the teams are playing? I think Crosspoint is really good at shooting their outside shots and have been making a lot of them. Mendo hasn't been making as much of their outside shots, but seem to almost have that press figured out by Crosspoint.
Yeah, I was thinking at the beginning of the game, Crosspoint definitely had a really good press going on, and Mendocino seemed a little bit frantic, but Mendocino seems to have figured it out, like Naya said. And they're making a lot of their inside shots. Sage?
I also think that Mendocino is going to come back with the outside shots. It looks like they're starting up and they're figuring out.
Yeah, it seems like they're getting their energy back.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the first quarter, and we're going into the second.
We have Dylan taking the ball out from Mendocino. He is going to pass over to Theo, who's going to take the ball down. Mendo being heavily guarded by Crosspoint, just trying to get the ball, and looks like that's going to stay Mendo's ball. It was tipped out by Joshua. And it looks like we have Pablo coming in for Clayton on Mendocino. We have Dylan taking the ball out. He's going to go into Theo. And a foul has been called there on Nathan. Mendo's going to take the ball out once again. Dylan will be doing that. He passes over to Theo, pass back. Abel, who's going to try to go up, blocked by 3 people. And Crosspoint gets that rebound. Guarded by Dylan in the corner. And looks like we have Joshua bringing the ball down, dribbling around looking for a pass. He's going to pass over to Nathan into Sawyer, out to Crosspoint. And looks like they're going to shoot that, but it's no good. He gets that. He gets his own rebound, goes back up with it, and it's good. Bo heavily guarded, passes over to Theo. Theo takes a tumble, but looks like he was fouled there by Sawyer on Crosspoint. Mendocino once again taking the ball out. This time we have Bo. Bo's going to pass over to Theo. Back to Bo. Back to Theo. And stolen by Crosspoint. Great steal there. Oh, stolen back by Mendocino. Good steal there. Theo's going to go up with it. And almost good, but not quite there. Gets his own rebound. 3 shots by Mendo. None of them made it. And looks like a jump ball was called. It's going to be Crosspoints.
Sawyer taking the ball out. Passes it to Joshua, who's taking it up for Crosspoint. Screen by Sawyer. Joshua goes around the screen, goes up. Oh, passes it, but it gets intercepted by Dylan. It's going to be Crosspoint's ball. Sawyer taking the ball out. Looks for the open shot, and he shoots it, and it's no good. Rebounded by Bo. Bo taking it up the court. He hucks it over to Dylan. Dylan goes up with a shot, and it's good. Great play there by Mendocino. Crosspoint, quick to return, comes back up the court. Passes it to Sawyer. Sawyer goes up and is pushed. 2 shots. Shooting foul.
Looks like that foul was on Abel from Mendocino.
Sawyer getting ready to shoot. Goes up for the shot, and it's good. Looks like Joshua's subbing out for Joshua. Sawyer going up for the second shot.
It looks like Kaiden is also subbed in for Theo.
Sawyer's second shot's no good. Rebounded by Abel, but he falls and a travel is called.
Crosspoint is going to take out the ball now. Guarded heavily by Mendocino. Sawyer looks for a shot, passes it all the way out to Joshua, swings it around, and Nathan goes up for the shot, rebounded by Abel. Passes it over to Dylan, who dribbles down the court, misses a shot, and it's rebounded by Crosspoint. Tipped out by Pablo. Pablo passes it over to Bo, and a jump ball is called. Looks like this game is getting pretty hectic over here. And both teams are getting many steals, many jump balls.
Both teams seem to really want the win.
Yes. Pablo goes up with the shot, but a travel's called because he jumps before he shoots. And it is now Crosspoint's ball. Crosspoint's dribbling down as Mendocino sets up in a zone once again. They haven't yet made it inside of the three-point line. Keep swinging it outside, and it looks like it goes out of bounds. Kaiden is now taking it out. It seems, let's see, Caleb is subbing in for Mika, and it looks like Crosspoint has stopped using their press, and they're now in a zone defense, or man, it's a zone. And now the ball is Crosspoint's as Enzo subs in for Bo on Mendocino. Sawyer's going to take out the ball. Looks for a pass, gets it over to Nathan, who passes it back. Kaiden and Dylan both guarding. Still swinging it around the key. Great defense by Mendo here. Passes it all the way to the other side. Sawyer goes up for a shot, almost good. Abel gets the rebound, passes it over to Dylan, who goes up for the layup, and he makes it.
And he was fouled and won there. Great play there by Dylan.
Looks like Dylan is going to be shooting one free throw.
And the foul is on Mark 3.
On Crosspoint. Dylan sets up for his shot. And he makes it. Crosspoint dribbles down. Passes it over to Joshua. Back to Caleb. Caleb to Joshua. Looking for a lane inside. And Sawyer goes up for the shot. Misses it. Goes up again. Great rebound there. And Abel will be taking it out.
We have Enzo dribbling the ball down for Mendo. He is going to pass over to Pablo, but it looks like he caught that there and brought it out. It's going to be Crosspoint's ball. We're going to have Sawyer passing into Caleb here. Looks like the ball might be a little wet or something. We have Caleb bringing the ball down for Crosspoint. He is going to pass over to Joshua into Sawyer. Sawyer heavily guarded out to Crosspoint. He's going to shoot the three, but it's no good. Mendo gets that ball. Dylan's going to pass over to Pablo, who's going to dribble that down. Dylan gets that ball. He is looking for a pass. Mendo passing around. Enzo with a three, but it's no good. Abel gets the rebound, passes back to Enzo, and looks like Enzo was fouled there going up for a shot.
I believe that was on Sawyer. There will be two shots.
Jack subbing in for Pablo.
Oh, excuse me, there will not be two shots. Dylan will be inbounding the ball on Mendocino.
Dylan is going to pass to Jack right under the hoop. Who was fouled? He will be shooting two shots this time. That foul was on Mark. Jack is setting up for his first shot. Close, but not quite. Looks like we have Joshua coming in for Nathan on Crosspoint. Jack is setting up for his second shot. And it's no good. Mendo gets that rebound, and Crosspoint gets the rebound. Sawyer is going to bring the ball down. He is going to pass over to Caleb, but that's stolen by Dylan. Great steal. He's going to go up for that layup, and it's good. Dylan is having a really good game here, making a lot of those fast break layups.
He just brought the score even, 21-21, with 3 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock.
Looks like Sawyer got passed to in the middle, and Mendo tries to save it, but it's going to stay Crosspoint's ball.
Sawyer taking it in, passes to Joshua. Joshua goes up for the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Dylan. Dylan gives it to Abel, and Abel takes it down the court. Abel passes to Enzo in the corner. They give it to Jack on the block, and block. He goes up for the shot, and it's good. Sawyer passes the ball to Caleb. Caleb's taking up for Crosspoint. Passes it to the corner, to Sawyer in the middle. Sawyer goes up with the underhand layup, but it's blocked by Abel. It's going to be Crosspoint's ball. Sawyer taking the ball in. Passes it to Caleb. Passes it all the way across the side, other side. He goes up for the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Kaiden. Kaiden gives it to Abel, but it's stolen by Sawyer. And it's a jump ball going Crosspoint's way.
Sawyer is taking out the ball. And he passes it into Joshua, who passes it over to Caleb, who goes up for the shot. Abel gets that rebound. Passes it up the court to Dylan, who goes in for the shot, but he drops it. And Mendocino gets the rebound. Jack goes up, and it looks like a foul is called. Because that's a shooting foul, and Jack did not make it, he will be shooting 2 shots. The score is now 21-23 with Mendocino in the lead. Jack setting up for his first shot. Goes up, and he misses it. Let's see. Andrew is subbing in for Mark on Crosspoint. Jack is setting up for his second shot. And he misses it. He gets his own rebound and makes it. That's 2 more points for Mendo, and looks like the game is stopped for a timeout on Crosspoint. The score is 21-25 with Mendocino in the lead. Mendocino's doing a great job at finding space and making great passes. It seems like they've really upped their game this quarter.
Seems like they're really banking on these fast break layups that they're having here with steals and just passes.
Crosspoint is doing great as well. They've stopped their press, and they're doing great in their zone defense.
They're doing really good on their outside shots. Not as much as the first quarter, but still.
Looks like the timeout's over, and Sawyer will be taking in the ball. Mendocino has not left their zone defense. Seems to be working out for them. Dylan has switched to the top of the key instead of Bo. And Crosspoint goes in for that shot. Abel makes the rebound, passes it over to Enzo, passes it over to Dylan, makes that shot. And Caleb's taking out the ball. Joshua dribbles down the court, guarded by Dylan at the top of the key. Passes over to Caleb, who passes over to Mika. Crosspoint's finding their way into the 3-point line, passes it over to Sawyer, who makes a shot, misses it, and Enzo gets the rebound.
We have Abel dribbling the ball down. He's going to pass to Kaiden, who's going to go up with that, and close, but no good. Looks like Mendo got that rebound. Dylan has the ball, and Kaiden's going to go up for the 3, but it's no good. He gets that rebound again. He's going to go out to Dylan, who's going to shoot the 3. No good, and looks like Joshua gets that ball. He is going to bring the ball down for Crosspoint. Looks like he's going to drive, but he was fouled, and it's
Hacked by Mendo.
going to be Crosspoint's ball under the hoop. Looks like that foul was on Enzo from Mendocino. And right now we have Clayton subbing in for Abel. And Sawyer taking the ball out under their hoop. We have Joshua who got that rebound. Passing at the top of the key. He is going to drive in looking for a pass. That
3
looks
seconds
like,
in the key.
yeah, 3 in the key was called on
Crosspoint.
Andrew for Crosspoint. Kaiden is bringing the ball down from Mendocino. He's going to pass over to Jack. He's going to go back to Kaiden. Looks like they're trying to make it in here. And Enzo shoots that 3 and it's good. High shot there. Good shot.
Great three-pointer there.
We have Joshua bringing the ball down for Crosspoint. He's going to pass to the middle, but just couldn't quite get there. It's going to be Mendocino's ball.
Enzo taking the ball out from Mendocino. He passes to Kaiden. Kaiden takes up the court, guarded by 2. Gives it to Enzo. Jack goes up. And it's
a foul on Andrew, and Jack will be shooting. Oh, sorry. It's a foul on Sawyer, and Jack will be shooting 2 shots.
Jack gets ready for his first shot. He goes up. And it's good.
There's 35 seconds left on the clock. Mendocino has a 10-point lead.
He gets ready for his second shot. He goes up, and it's good. Sawyer gives the ball to Joshua. Joshua taking it out for Crosspoint. He gives it back to Sawyer. Sawyer gives it to Caleb. Swings it back. Looks like Joshua tried to go up, but he slipped under the line. It's going to be Mendo's ball. Taken out by Enzo.
Nathan is getting subbed out for Joshua.
And there's only 16 seconds left in the second quarter.
Kaiden takes the ball up. He gives it to Dylan. Dylan passes it back up top to Kaiden. Clayton gets the ball. Jack has it, goes for the shot, and it's good!
Great buzzer beater, almost buzzer beater by Jack there.
That was a good buzzer beater.
Great shot there by Jack. Usually not a shooter, but
seems like Mendocino came back in this second quarter, and we will see you on the second half. welcome to the second half of the NCS Division 6 2024 playoffs with Mendocino as our home team in white and California Crosspoint as our guest team in black. Looks like both teams are setting up and Mendocino has possession. Dylan will be taking out the ball, passing it to Theo. Theo passes it over to Kaiden, who passes it to Jack. Back to Theo. Mendocino is just swinging around the ball here. Abel goes up for the shot, misses it, and Mendocino rebounds, passes it over to Theo, who drives, goes up for the shot, and a foul is called. A block on Crosspoint.
Looks like that foul was on Mark, number 3 of Crosspoint.
Theo will be taking 2 shots. Sets up for his first shot and misses it. He sets up for his second shot, goes up for it, and he makes it. Crosspoint has the ball. Sawyer will be taking it out.
Looks like Nathan's subbing in for Mark.
And Sawyer passes it to Joshua, who's dribbling it down the court. Mendocino is in a zone defense. Micah with the ball, passes it over to Caleb. Caleb with that deep shot, misses it. And it will be Mendocino's ball. Abel's gonna take that out. And both teams are setting up. Abel passes it over to Dylan, passes it back to Abel. Almost stolen by Crosspoint there. Theo with a great pass to Jack. Jack misses that layup, and it's tipped over, and both teams fight for the ball as Abel grabs it. Abel passes it over to Dylan. Great defense by Crosspoint. And Theo misses the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Crosspoint's ball as Sawyer takes it out and passes it to Joshua. Joshua over to Caleb. All the way across the court to Mika. Mika back to Caleb. Caleb drives, goes up for the shot, almost makes it. Tipped back to him, passes it to Joshua. Tipped by Dylan. Dylan grabs the ball just before it goes out, passes it to Kaiden. Kaiden goes up for the shot and he makes it.
Looks like we have Joshua bringing the ball down for Crosspoint. Sawyer gets that. And looks like a block was called on Nathan. No, actually looks like that foul was on Jack from Mendocino, sorry.
Oh.
Sawyer's gonna pass that out, but that is gonna go out and it's gonna be Mendocino's ball. It looks like Crosspoint's back in their press that they took off in the second quarter. Abel's gonna take the ball out for Mendocino. And it's gonna be tipped out by Crosspoint. Mendocino will be taking the ball out again. And looks like there's a bit of technical difficulties with the clock. Dylan passes the ball over to Kaiden, guarded by Crosspoint, to Abel, who goes back to Dylan. Dylan over to Abel. Abel looking to shoot that, and he shoots it, but it's no good. Sawyer gets that rebound for Crosspoint. He's gonna pass it over, almost out of bounds there, saved and tipped out by Theo.
Mendocino's in a comfortable lead right now with 38 points versus Crosspoint with 21.
Looks like pass back out to Micah. Over to Joshua, who's going to shoot that 3, and no good. Caleb gets the rebound to Sawyer's going to shoot the 3, and that's good. Great shot there. And great rebounding there by Crosspoint. Theo gets that. They're going to fast break down to the bottom of the court, and Jack makes that layup.
Joshua taking the ball up for Crosspoint. Passes it to Caleb. Out to Sawyer. Sawyer goes for the 3, and it's no good. Abel gets the rebound, gives it to Theo. Theo goes up for the layup, and it's good. Great moves there by Theo. Joshua takes the ball up for Crosspoint. Looks for the shot, but gives it to Caleb at the top. Back out to Joshua. Sawyer shoots the 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Jack. Abel taking the ball up. Goes to the layup, and it's good. Joshua taking the ball up. Gives it to Sawyer, but Jack gets it. Dylan takes the ball all the way up, a fast break, and it's good.
Joshua dribbles the ball down the court. Attempted steal by Dylan. Passes it over to Mika. Mika drives in, goes up for the shot. Looks like it was tipped by Mendocino, and it will be
Crosspoint's ball.
Crosspoint's ball. Sawyer's inbounding. Looks for a pass. Good defense by Mendo there. Joshua with the ball, drives in, and goes out of bounds. Looks like it was tipped by Mendocino, and it's Crosspoints once again. Sawyer looks for a pass. Passes it in a perfect spot right to Crosspoint and makes the ball, or makes the shot, excuse me. Dylan dribbles down the court, looks for a pass. Over to Abel, tipped by Caleb. And looks like he was on the line when he passed that back, so it will be Mendocino's ball. Dylan is inbounding. Great pass right in there to Theo. Theo makes the shot. Joshua is dribbling down the court. Dylan guards him at the top of the key, passes it over to Caleb. Swings it all the way across to Micah, who makes the shot. Rebounded by Sawyer, stolen by Theo, who slows down, passes it to Abel, swings it over to Kaiden, who drives in, passes it back out over to Theo. Theo drives, goes in for the shot, and he makes it.
Good moves there by Theo.
Crosspoint is putting up a great defense, and Mendocino is doing well at not being frantic at their good defense. Caleb puts up a shot.
Deep 3.
Deep 3 and misses it. Micah has the rebound, passes it over to Joshua. Joshua looks for a lane. Nice move there, goes up for the shot and is fouled by Mendocino.
Looks like that foul was on Theo for Mendocino.
If you like what you see or hear, consider dropping us a donation. You can do this by heading over to kakx.fm/donate.
That first free throw was missed, and we are going to have Bo subbing in for Theo. The score is 26-50 with Mendocino in a comfortable lead, 2 minutes and 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Joshua shoots his second shot, and it's good. Mendocino's going to be taking the ball out. Crosspoint still in the press. They seem to break that pretty fast. Kaiden tries to go up, gets his rebound. Bo shoots the 3, in and out. And looks like there was a foul on Kaiden. And Sawyer will be taking the ball out. He's going to pass to Joshua, who's going to bring up the ball. Joshua's looking to pass, and Sawyer's going to shoot that, and it's good.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Super smooth.
Bo is going to bring the ball up for Mendocino. He's going to pass over to Abel, who's going to shoot that, but it's no good. Joshua gets the rebound. He's going to pass over to Micah, who back to Joshua, to Caleb. Blocked by Dylan, but he got that ball back. Sawyer goes up for that shot. Good move, but doesn't quite make it. Looks like Dylan's going to pass all the way to Bo, who's going to catch it. And, wow, he made that. Hit the top of the backboard, went in. Good shot, Bo. We have Sawyer getting the ball in the corner, is going to shoot that again, and doesn't make it this time. Kaiden gets that rebound is going to go over to Bo. Bo over to Jack in the middle and doesn't quite make it.
Looks
And
like it goes off Joshua's foot there, and it's going to be Mendo's ball. Dylan taking it out for Mendo. He gives it to Abel, but Abel can't quite get it, and it's going to be out. Sawyer taking the ball out. Gives it to Joshua. Joshua takes the ball up and passes it to the corner. Shot from the corner, and it's no good. And it's rebounded by Abel. Abel gives it to Dylan on a fast break. Dylan goes up for the shot, and it's good. Dylan is nailing those fast breaks. Caleb takes it up. Gives it to Joshua. Joshua shoots the deep three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Bo. Again, give it to Dylan. Dylan with the fast break, and it's no good.
Caught it a little bit late there.
Sawyer has the ball up in the block and shoots, but it's no good. Rebounded by Jack. Jack's dribbling the ball up, gives it to Abel, but it's intercepted. Looks like there's a foul called on
looks
Abel.
like a push foul was called on Abel.
It's going to be Sawyer's ball.
We have Joshua bringing the ball down for Crosspoint. And back to Joshua at the top, who Dylan steals that and looks like he's going to drive and go up for it again, and he makes that.
Sawyer gets the ball in the corner, gives it back up to Joshua. Caleb gets it, goes up for the shot, and it's no good. Rebounded again by Caleb, give it back to Sawyer. Sawyer goes up for the shot, and he's fouled.
The score is 30-56, Mendocino in the lead, and there is 11 seconds left on the clock.
Looks like the foul is on Abel, and he'll be shooting. Sawyer will be shooting 2.
Abel seems to have gotten a good amount of fouls at this point. At least 3.
His first free throw is no good. Clayton's subbing in for Abel, and Joshua's subbing in for Joshua. He lines up for his second shot, and he shoots, and it's no good.
Looks like a line violation was called.
Yeah. Looks like a... Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Bo dribbles the ball down the court, followed by Dylan. Close defense by Crosspoint there. Makes it over to Dylan, who crosses it to Jack in the middle, and Jack loses the ball. Seems like it's tipped by Crosspoint, and Dylan will be taking the ball out. Dylan looks for a pass, passes it up to Clayton, goes up for that shot, makes another buzzer beater. That makes 2 buzzer beaters for Mendo.
Great rebounding, great play there by Mendocino.
Yeah,
and
Clayton-
shot there by Clayton.
Clayton did a great job keeping the ball in the air there.
Good thinking there by Dylan to throw the ball up and have him catch it too.
Seems like Crosspoint might be able to make it back into the game if they just bring back that spirit that they had from the first quarter. They were doing great then. It seems like Mendocino kind of figured it out, and I think both teams are still a great matchup. But right now the score is 58-30 with Mendocino in the lead.
I think if Crosspoint could find out how to stop all of Mendocino's fast breaks, that would make a big difference in this game. And yeah, I think both teams are doing really well. Crosspoint still with their outside shots.
I think Mendo also has really just brought a big energy level, and Crosspoint just needs to step up their energy, and they could definitely get back in the game.
Yeah, I agree. That's the end of the third quarter timeout there, and the fourth will be starting shortly. Crosspoint is taking out the ball once again. As both teams set up, Sawyer has the ball now, passes it into Joshua. Joshua over to Caleb, swings it over to Mika. Mika up to Caleb and back. Mika goes in, finds a lane, passes it over to Sawyer, who makes a great shot right from inside the key. Abel goes into Theo. Crosspoint setting up in a zone defense. Abel has the ball, swings it over to Kaiden, who goes to Theo, finds a lane, goes up, and it looks like a travel was called. Seems like Theo took one too many steps in that play.
We have Caleb taking the ball down for Crosspoint. He's going to pass over to Mika, who seems like he was fouled there, and it's going to be, looks like that foul was on Kaiden. It's going to be Crosspoint's ball. We have Sawyer taking the ball out. Looking for the pass, he passes over to Caleb, back to Mika, who's going to drive in and pass back out to Joshua. And looks like they're just, gosh. Sawyer goes up for the shot and makes it.
That was a little bit of a frantic moment
That
there.
was.
A little bit hard to depict as commentators here.
We have Jack passing back out to Dylan, who tries to go into Abel. Crosspoint tries to grab that but doesn't make it, so it's going to be Mendocino's ball. We're going to have Dylan taking the ball out. He's going to go into Jack, who is going to pass back to Dylan, to Theo. Looks like they're going to run a play here. Back over to Kaiden, who's going to drive in and shoot. Almost makes it there.
That was some good footwork by Kaiden. Too bad he didn't make that shot.
We have Joshua bringing the ball down. And passing over to Caleb, who is blocked by Abel, I believe. And Theo is going to pass over to Dylan, who's going to make that layup once again.
Great assist by Theo right there, and great shot by Dylan.
Caleb is going to bring the ball down, who's going to go out to Joshua. Joshua tries to go up with it, but it's taken by Dylan. Kaiden gets that ball. He's going to go up with that shot, and it's good.
Another fast break for Mendo.
Caleb bringing the ball down. Sawyer bringing the ball down. Going to pass into the middle out to Joshua. Sawyer's going to drive in and go up for the shot, but it's blocked, rebounded by Sawyer, and it's in.
That was
Good.
a nice save.
That was.
Theo taking the ball up. He passes to Jack in the middle. Good pass, and Jack goes up with the layup. That was a good play there by Mendocino. Caleb brings the ball up, passes to Joshua. Back out to Sawyer. Sawyer goes for the deep three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Kaiden. Kaiden hucks it over to Dylan. Dylan goes and passes it to Theo. Theo goes up for the layup, and it's good. Another good play by Mendocino. Caleb takes the ball up. He passes. Caleb gets the ball again. Passes back out to the corner. He goes up for the shot, but it's no good. Abel gets the ball, passes it to Theo. Theo passes to Dylan in the corner, and it looks like it's out on Crosspoint. It's going to be Mendo's ball. Looks like Kaiden and Abel are subbing in for Clayton and Bo. And Crosspoint subbed. Jack gives the ball to Dylan. Dylan swings it out to Bo at the top. Bo swings it back to Dylan. Dylan goes for the three, and it's close but no good. Sawyer gets the ball, taking it down. Clayton runs next to him. Sawyer goes up with the shot, but it's no good. Rebounded by Theo. Theo hucks it to Dylan, but it's a little too far, and it's going to be out. It's Crosspoint's ball.
Mendocino in a comfortable lead now by 30 points.
Micah passes it into Mark. Micah gets the ball back, takes it up, gives it to Caleb. Caleb down to the corner to Sawyer, and Sawyer goes up for the shot, and it's good.
Great smooth shot by Sawyer.
Bo passes into Dylan. Dylan's taking it up. He goes down to the corner, gives it back to Bo. Bo gives a great pass to the block to Clayton, and it's in.
Crosspoint dribbles the ball down the court. Bo defends at the top of the key. Caleb goes in, attempts to drive, but he is fouled by Mendocino. Looks like a foul on Bo is called. Or, yes, it was Bo. Caleb will now be taking 2 shots. Goes up for his first shot, and he misses it. Theo is subbing out for Enzo. Caleb sets up for his next shot, goes up with it, and he makes it. Bo's taking out the ball, passes it over to Clayton, passes it back to Bo. Dylan gets that ball, passes it over to Bo. Bo looks for a pass and passes it right over Dylan's head. It'll be Crosspoint's possession as Sawyer passes the ball into Caleb. Caleb's dribbling down the court, looks for a pass, passes it over to Mika, who drives, goes up for the shot, is rebounded, and Caleb goes up, misses, and Jack and Mark fight for the ball there, and a jump ball is called. It's Mendocino's possession. And Kingston subs in for Jack. Clayton passes the ball into Enzo. It's tipped by Crosspoint, but Mendocino gets that possession again. Dylan over to Enzo, Enzo to Bo. Mendocino seems to be swinging the ball. Really heavy defense here by Crosspoint, and a foul is called on, looks like Crosspoint.
Looks like
Mika.
a holding foul is called.
And Nathan is going out for Joshua on Crosspoint. Pablo is subbing out for Dylan. Sorry, subbing in for Dylan. And Bo misses his pass, grabs it, passes it over to Pablo, almost stolen by Sawyer. Pablo looks for a pass, great fakes. Passes over to Kingston, but it is out of bounds. Sawyer's gonna have the inbound. Both teams are not pressing at the moment. Joshua has the ball, passes it back to Sawyer. Sawyer tries to go in for that shot, but Clayton has a good steal. Another good steal by Crosspoint, and Crosspoint attempts to make the shot, and it misses.
Looks like that's going to stay Crosspoint's ball. We're going to have Sawyer taking it out. He's looking around for a pass. He's going to pass over to Mika, who's going to drive in and shoot. Almost there, but went off the block. Clayton gets that rebound. Spin move, gets out of there. He passes over to Kingston, who's not quite looking, but Pablo picks that up. Over to Enzo, back to Pablo, who's going to shoot that shot, and it's good. Looks like that wasn't a three. Oh, that was a three. We have Joshua taking the ball up for Crosspoint. He's going to pass over to Caleb, who's going to go back to Sawyer, who's going to shoot that three, and in and out, so close. Pablo gets that rebound over to Bo, stolen by Crosspoint. Good steal there, but can't quite get a grip on it. It's going to be Mendocino's ball. We have Colin coming in for Clayton for Mendocino. Looks like they're going to run a play here. Bo is trying to pass to Colin, denied by 2 players. Crosspoint's going to get that and miss the layup, but he looks like he was fouled. He's going to be shooting 2 free throws. Fouled by Enzo on Mendocino.
Once again, if you like what you see, consider dropping us a donation. You can do this by heading over to kakx.fm/donate.
Joshua misses his first shot there. The score is 39-71 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mendocino is in the lead. Joshua makes his second shot. Bo will be taking the ball out for Mendocino. Bo's gonna pass to Enzo, almost stolen there by Crosspoint, but Mendocino gains possession again to Colin, who's gonna miss the layup, to Kingston, who's gonna make that shot.
Great rebound by Kingston.
Crosspoint's gonna get that ball all the way down there to Sawyer, who
Great
makes a
pass.
great shot there. Good look there by Mika. Joshua. Colin grabs that pass, and he is gonna go over to Kingston, out to Pablo, to Bo, and stolen by Sawyer, who looks like he's gonna go all the way with it, and he makes that layup. Great steal there.
Bo passes it into Enzo. Enzo gives it to Pablo. Pablo hands it back to Enzo. Enzo's dribbling it up. Gives it to Bo. Bo goes up for the three, and it's no good. Rebounded by, there's been a tumble.
Wow.
It looks like it's gonna be White's ball.
Pablo and Mika seem to have collided.
Kingston taking the ball out for Mendocino. Passes it to Enzo. Enzo gives it to Pablo. Pablo gives it back to Enzo. Heavily guarded. Colin gets the ball. Colin hands it to Pablo. Pablo goes up for the three, and it's good. Great little play there by Mendocino.
Great shot, especially considering that Crosspoint's putting up such a great defense.
Sawyer takes the ball up, tries to cut down the middle, and goes up for the underhand layup, and it's close,
Great
but
move
no
there.
good. Colin rebounds it and gives it to Pablo. Pablo gives it to Bo, but it's stolen by Joshua, but it's tipped out of bounds by Joshua. It's going to be Mendocino's ball. Pablo taking it out. Gives an open pass to Colin. Colin dribbles it up and passes back out to Bo. Bo swings it to Enzo. Enzo goes up for the three, and it's no good. Tipped out by Mendocino. It's going to be Crosspoint's ball. There's only 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter with Mendocino 76 and Crosspoint 44.
Sawyer goes up for the shot, almost makes it. Both teams fight for the rebound, and it is Sawyer's ball once again. He goes up, almost makes it, tipped into Joshua's hands. Another shot, and Kingston gets the rebound. Mendocino's dribbling the ball back, and he holds the ball as the game ends.
That's game.
The score is 44-66, and Mendo wins this playoff game.
Mendo will be advancing to the second round of the playoffs, while sadly Crosspoint will be knocked off. Great game to both teams, and thank you so much for watching. A shout out to Fort Bragg Gym for letting us use their gym. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. We don't have a gym right now. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like what you see, drop us a follow on KAKX 89.3, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.